All right. What's up, Tycoon? Super excited for today's video. We are going to be taking a look at LOOPRING, okay? Now, I have the daily chart pulled up here, and we're just basically essentially going to go over the supply and demand zones that you need to be aware of, okay? So, right here, our green box is going to be our demand zone, and these red boxes are going to be our supply zones, okay? What this means is that in demand zones there is what's known as a demand imbalance, right? This is where there is more demand than there is supply, and so this is going to cause the price of the token to rise and go up, right? And our supply zones is where there is a supply imbalance, and this would essentially there's more supply than demand, so the price of the token is going to drop, right, until there is enough demand for buyers to step in at the current price. All right, supply and demand is the ultimate tool, and it's how all of these markets work. I have a tutorial on supply and demand in the top right hand corner, if you want to really figure out how to get to it, and really how to elevate your trading game and your investing game. Okay, so right now we're looking, this is our demand zone. Okay, we come into here and we're able to find demand. We dipped into it, we rallied up into supply. Okay, let me just zoom in a little bit for you guys. Okay, so we came in here, we dipped into it, we rallied up into our supply. All right, and we dropped back down, we touched demand again, and we rally back up into supply, form a double top there, and we fall down. Okay, and then it wicks down below our demand zone. This is how a lot of stop losses are triggered. Okay, you have to realize that that's what's going on. And so when it dips below, like, people will have their stop loss below here 0.651, and then it dips below, and some people's stop losses get triggered, right? So I like to use a mental stop loss a lot of the time, to where if it falls below this demand zone, I want to see, is the candle actually going to open and close and stay below this demand zone, because then I may exit, right? But if it's just a wick, then just you have to be mentally prepared for that. Okay, all right, hey, well, we wicked out of my demand zone, but we snap right back into it. Okay, so there's a few ways you can trade it, right? What you can do is you can play the trade from the bottom of the demand zone to the top of the demand zone and exit, right? Or you can get into here on the bottom of your demand zone and then ride it up into supply, right? And you can take profit as soon as it hits supply, or you can exit the trade somewhere up here in this supply zone. Now it looks pretty good to me. It's had a nice little rally. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Here recently, it went up about 88%, almost 90% in a few days. So that's really nice to see. There's definitely some attention right now on LOOPRING, and it is trending a little bit. So essentially, I'm going to give you guys the main supply zones that you need to be cautious of. If you're trading this and you're not long term holding a position, right? That's something completely different. If you're buying hodl and you plan on not selling for 5 years, then you just want to be dollar cost averaging, right? But if you're looking to trade into this, right now, we're falling out of this supply zone. Okay, and we could come back down to our demand zone, right, in between 0.65 and 0.84. All right, so you could come in here and look to possibly get a re-entry in these areas, or what can happen, right, what we would need to see happen and prefer to see happen is if we create this into a demand zone from a supply zone. Okay, because remember, these colors, I'm putting these colors in here, we're putting green and red in here until we get to see an imbalance change, right? As of now, there's still a supply imbalance, and every time we're rallying into the supply zone, we're falling lower. Okay, but as soon as we have enough demand in this zone right here, then we'll have a demand imbalance, and this is going to be our new demand zone once we create that demand in here. And so what that'll mean is we'll start to rally up in between the $8 and the $25 zone, and that'll now be our demand zone. And then we'll have a supply zone up here between $1.37 and $1.47. All right, that's going to be our next supply zone above there. And this is really just going to help you guys trade a lot better if you are looking to trade into this, right? There's a lot of momentum behind this one. Look at the volume here. Huge volume candle. All right, of course we're pulling back because volume is dying off. I mean, it's going to be really hard to replicate that type of volume day by day by day by day, right? but it is nice, okay, that we're seeing a very huge increase in the volume on the buying side. All right, so price, of course, is going to fall down a little bit as a result of that, that buying pressure falling. But you could say we have a nice little bull flag here. Okay. And so I'll chart this up for you a little bit, and, we'll take a look at it. But a bull flag essentially is going to be, whoops, wrong one. A bull flag is going to look like this. All right. So, here's our trend line for our bull flag. And, we'll put another one down here, just so, maybe it's a little bit clearer for you guys to see, so you can see the pendant, the flag. All right. And that's what we're going to want to look for on this trade right here. Okay. We're going to want to see if we are going to be able to get a bull flag breakout and take us out from this demand zone, and transform essentially this supply zone into a demand zone. All right. If we look at the move here, that's our move from our lows to our highs. All right. What you're going to want to do is duplicate this drawing. You come here and you hit clone. All right. And you put this on the bottom of, the bottom level of your bull flag. All right. So we'll go back to the full screen here, so it's a little bit clearer for you guys. So here's our flag. If we get a breakout on the daily chart and we start trading and closing, the candlesticks are trading and closing above this trend line right here. All right. Then we have possible confirmation, right? We're going to need, just because we go above it doesn't mean confirmation, right? What we're going to need is for it to open and close and stay, trading above this trend line right here. All right. And once we have that, it can take us up to here. This would be the projected move for the bull flag, 1.62. All right. So that's the way that LOOPRING can go up this high and can, reach $1.62, is if we get a nice bull flag confirmation breakout. But until then, you need to be cautious of the supply and demand zones that I told you guys about. All right. We're going to really need to rally in here, and, find some demand, find some buyers in the market who are going to, create a demand imbalance and send the price of this higher. All right. So thank you guys for watching the video. If you have any requests, I do viewer requests every single week. Okay. Whether it's a cryptocurrency you guys want me to chart up for you, a stock you want me to chart up for you, I'll be free and happy to help you guys do that. Just let me know in the comments down below. All right. If you want to join the Discord, all right, we have the Options Trading Tycoons Discord. You can be a part of that. The link to join is in the description below. If you use code Zachly, like the channel name ZachlyTrades, you'll get a discount on your membership. All right.